China has unveiled its first robot security guard. The robot is called Anbot.
Something intriguing is unfolding behind the guarded walls of China's most powerful offices. Whispers are growing louder about a figure that may one day stand beside the president, not quite human, not just machine, a possible protector, unlike anything the world has seen before. But this isn't just about one robot. Across the country, machines are stepping into roles once reserved for humans, on city streets, in crowded malls, and even on center stage. From emotionally responsive androids to robotic dogs built for patrol, China's robotic evolution seems to be accelerating. Is this the future of public safety? What's driving this surge in intelligent machines? And where might it lead? Let's take a closer look at the rise of China's next-gen robots. China's shocking move. China has stunned the global community by the rumors of bold upgrade to President Xi Jinping's security detail, robotic humanoid bodyguards. This marks the first time a head of state will be protected by both human personnel and advanced machines. The move blends cutting-edge technology with traditional protection strategies and signals a new era in state security. Although details remain limited, the implications are far-reaching, raising critical questions about the role of artificial intelligence in national defense. The Chinese government has not revealed the developer or specific robot models. However, industry experts believe a leading Chinese robotics company may be behind the project. Known for combining advanced AI with mechanical engineering, this company has a history of creating humanoid robots capable of high-level performance, making it a strong candidate for supplying elite security machines. The degree to which the robotic bodyguards would be armed is uncertain. However, possible features include facial recognition, behavior analysis, and real-time detection of threats. That would enhance the protection of the president, allowing faster response and smarter decision-making. By setting a standard in agility combined with AI, the swift robots could shape a new global paradigm for political protection. Beyond that, it symbolizes China's call in the wider strategy to take the lead in the robotics and AI fields. By deploying robots to guard its highest dignitary, China shows confidence in the integration of machines in key sectors. Whether others will end up following or raising an ethical debate is one thing we know, and that is that robot security is here. The whole effort has cultural overtones, suggesting how this initiative is a storyline for Chinese national pride and modernity. Robots in Chinese logic and media speak not just about state-of-the-art technologies, but rather the embodiment of innovation and progress. On gala nights, presented on stage are state-of-the-art robots that perform traditional New Year dances, offering visual support to the narrative that ancient culture and futuristic machinery can coexist. That is to say, the whole philosophy around a robotic bodyguard for the president becomes manifest in the scientific world. And indeed, China is prepared to undertake the leadership role within the global AI dimension, symbolically and strategically. Hence, on the international stage, this initiates conversations about the future of executive protection. While the US and Israel have long utilized surveillance tech and automated threat detection, China's move towards humanoid security robots is a giant leap ahead in that direction. It raises the level of the game for global powers in substantiating the limits of how far AI can or should go in statecraft and the highest levels of personal protection. But beyond the headlines and bold announcements, one pressing question remains. What exactly are these robotic bodyguards capable of? Capabilities of the robotic bodyguards. As China prepares to deploy robotic humanoids alongside President Xi Jinping's security team, a wave of questions surrounds the actual capabilities of these machines. While the announcement has created a global buzz, authorities have yet to reveal specific details about what these robotic bodyguards can do. Are they equipped with weapons? Or are they designed purely for surveillance and support roles? These questions remain unanswered, leaving room for both speculation and concern regarding their functions in real-world security scenarios. One of the most debated possibilities is whether the robots will be tasked with threat analysis and facial recognition. Given China's advancements in AI-driven surveillance, it's likely that these robots will have the ability to scan crowds, identify potential threats, and communicate findings instantly to human security personnel. Such features would dramatically enhance situational awareness, allowing for quicker, data-informed decisions in high-pressure environments. These capabilities could represent a significant leap forward in proactive threat detection and crowd monitoring. Another aspect that raises questions is the level of autonomy afforded to these robots. Will they operate autonomously based on AI-driven assessments, or will they remain tethered to human control through remote control and preset instructions? Previous Chinese robotic models, such as the ones employed for public patrolling, show some semblance of the ability to navigate complex environments and avoid obstacles while assessing human behavior, suggesting that these new Bodyguard units might also bear very high levels of physical and cognitive functionality, perhaps verging on being able to operate in an urban environment or dynamically respond to rapidly evolving security threats. With that in mind, there has been no assurance from the authorities concerning the use of these robotic bodyguards for physical security or intervention. The murkiness surrounding this raises questions about the morality and safety of using autonomous or semi-autonomous machines in scenarios that may involve life and death decisions. Until such time as further information is released, the angles of possible roles and restrictions the robots may take remain incalculable. Curiosity will linger as to how far China intends to stretch the concept of robotic security. Despite the ostensible capabilities of these robots still a wonder, another question has stealthily stolen into center stage. Who makes them? Stage-side whispers appear to intensify around a rising challenger in the Chinese tech scene. One company, in particular, has attracted unusual attention from both government leaders and global watchers, pointing to some deeper ties in this advanced mechanical leap forward. Getting to understand what these machines are capable of actually requires us to dig into the minds of the machines in their building. China's rising star in robotic security. Following the announcement, speculation has grown around the identity of the developer behind these advanced robotic protectors. Although no official confirmation has been made, growing evidence points to Unitree Robotics. The company gained unusual prominence at a recent summit where its 34-year-old founder, Wang Xingxing, was seated in the front row, ahead of tech tycoons like Jack Ma and Pony Ma, and personally greeted by President Xi. This recognition suggests a strong alignment with national strategic priorities. Founded in 2016, Unitree has drawn attention for creating agile humanoid robots capable of dancing, working, and even performing kung fu. Their robots were recently featured in the Lunar New Year Gala, performing alongside humans in a televised spectacle that showcased their lifelike movement. Unitree has also gained recognition on the global stage, with collaborations at Carnegie Mellon University and interest from companies like Meta, signaling its rise as a world-class robotics innovator. Wang predicts accelerated growth in Unitree's humanoid robots, which could lead to mass deployment in service and manufacturing by 2027. However, concerns include a military application on the part of the Chinese government using these robots, as warned by US lawmakers and analysts. According to the Wall Street Journal, humanoid robots will have both defensive and offensive national security implications, placing Unitree at the center of a global debate on AI in defense. Unitree insists that its robots are for civilian use only, saying, "Our products are made for civilian use, and we don't engage in any uses of our products for military purposes." The company, along with Boston Dynamics and others, signed the 2022 pledge to not weaponize robots. Still, Unitree, by virtue of its advanced technology, increasing government backing, and international visibility, is the most plausible developer behind the China's robotic bodyguards and a key influencer in the making of the future of AI-powered state security. As speculation around Unitree, developing China's next-generation bodyguards, intensifies, the narrative pans wider to disclose an even greater change that is currently underway. Robots that have not stayed confined to laboratories or elite showcases, they have already made their way onto the streets in cities like Wonju. From high-profile security applications to day-to-day patrolling, China is testing the waters of what intelligent machines can do for real-world public safety. So, what happens when the tech moves from guarding presidents to guarding neighborhoods? humanoid patrol robots for urban security. China's commitment to high-tech urban security has taken a leap forward with the deployment of a spherical, amphibious security robot in the bustling streets of Wenzhou, Zhejiang province. This new patrol bot, capable of operating on both land and water, is equipped with tracking, combat, and capture functions, making it one of the most versatile additions to public safety forces. Introduced into police patrols in a heavily crowded commercial district, the robot reflects China's ongoing integration of advanced robotics and AI into real-time urban policing efforts. Unlike traditional humanoid robots with two-legged mobility, this spherical robot is built for 360-degree maneuverability and environmental adaptability. Its ability to traverse different surfaces, including water, extends the patrol area significantly, giving law enforcement new coverage capabilities in both densely populated and flood-prone zones. These added mobility features allow it to chase down suspects, patrol hard-to-reach locations, and even monitor waterfronts. Its role in the field is not limited to passive observation. The robot is designed for active engagement, adding a new dimension to automated law enforcement. Surveillance systems, including high-definition cameras, motion detectors, and AI-based tracking software, are integrated with this robot in out-of-physical feature instances. Here, these apps alert it to potential suspicious activities and relay information in real time to police control centers. AI in threat recognition enables predictive warnings to officers on alert. The robot is autonomous, performing patrolling functions which reduce the workload on human officers while increasing overall coverage in high-density urban areas. The rollout of this spherical patrol robot is a vivid example of China's larger initiative to combine technology with governance. It reflects the nation's strategy to employ robotics not as passive tools, but as active agents toward public order. More capable and visible, robots will service a transition in China's model of urban security toward a more tech-first model. This paradigm change also is without its own concerns. An intensifying debate over privacy, AI ethics, and legal accountability, issues set to become even more urgent as robotic policing becomes the new norm on city streets, and as robotic patrols morph and reimagine urban security, whether built with two legs or even a spherical form. China is not stopping there in its innovations. It has a record that redefines what can be considered mobility and adaptability in dangerous environments. With 4 mechanical limbs, this next machine has improved sensors and is terrain capable. To humanicid figures, it trades agility for nimbleness. It will not just watch, but act, protect, and patrol locations too dangerous or demanding for human officers. Just like in cities, so will evolve their guardians, and this one just might hold the title on the most versatile to date. Go5 Robotic Dog. Among China's most impressive robotic developments is the Go5 Robotic Dog, created by Shenzhen OCAF Technology. Designed specifically for security and surveillance, the Go5 is built to operate effectively in high-risk environments where traditional human patrols may face limitations. This 4-legged robotic guardian is equipped with a range of advanced technologies that allow it to perform patrol duties, monitor facilities, and respond to various security threats with a high level of autonomy and precision. One of the Go5's standout features is its 12 degrees of freedom in its limb joints, which provide it with exceptional mobility and maneuverability. It can climb slopes up to 45 degrees, carry loads of up to 120 kilograms, and reach speeds of up to 5 meters per second, making it highly adaptable to different terrains and scenarios. This level of physical capability allows the Go5 to patrol challenging environments such as industrial zones, restricted areas, and even disaster zones where human access may be dangerous or limited. The long-lasting battery provides the Go5 supportive power for extended operations performed independently for 2.5 to 4 hours. Within the Go5 are voice controls and command recognition systems that allow for real-time human interaction and command compliance. Aside from mobility and communications functions, the Go5 can carry an extended range of gas sensors thermal sensors, and other detection systems that considerably increase its environmental monitoring capabilities and potential hazard detection. The Go5 robotic dog is a milestone in the modern era of automated security systems. Its intelligent design and strong capabilities provide an ideal solution for ever-watching use, protecting fields, and emergency response. Considering the rapid advancement in robotics technologies, soon machines such as the Go5 could become a widely accepted norm in security architectures around the globe, providing a dependable, effective, and relentless substitute for traditional human patrols in high-stake environments. Apart from technological considerations, the Go5 robotic dog is becoming a global trend that looks at biomimicry for robotic designs. Drawing on the agility and endurance of real-life canine units-aided police or military, the Go5 listens to the animal form of movement to take on this familiar futuristic approach. The whole four-legged idea is not just for robotics, but it is very much for psychological presence, says Dr. Yang Qichao, a robotics researcher in Tsinghua University. I think this adds personality to Go5 as not only a device but also a smart way of conditioning behavior and perceptions of patrol work for this major deterrent and mark of technological advancement. Not all robots are built for patrol. Some are being engineered to understand us on a deeply human level. The rise of Guanghua, number 1. Among China's latest robotic innovations, the emotionally responsive humanoid robot named Guanghua number 1 stands out as a groundbreaking development in human-machine interaction. Guanghua number 1 is designed not just to perform tasks, but to connect with people on a deeper emotional level. With its hyper-realistic, human-like appearance and fluid expressions, Guanghua number 1 aims to make communication with robots feel more natural, intuitive, and empathetic, an area where previous machines often fell short. What truly sets Guanghua number 1 apart is its ability to analyze and respond to complex emotional and social cues. Using advanced artificial intelligence, it can interpret tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language to gauge a person's emotional state. Based on this analysis, Guanghua number 1 adjusts its behavior and responses in real time, making interactions feel more like conversations with an emotionally aware human than a programmed machine. This adaptability allows it to provide not just information, but emotional support and understanding in social contexts. In real terms, Guanghua number 1's technology holds incredible promise in various areas. It could be a partner in the healthcare and elder care industries, providing emotional nurturing to patients or elderly individuals who otherwise lack social support. In education or customer service, Guanghua number 1 can interact with people beyond explaining services more personally and using a nurturing environment. By simulating empathy and emotional intelligence, Guanghua number 1 fills the narrow place between humans and machines as few robots can do. As emotional intelligence becomes a hot potato in the development of robotics, Guanghua number 1 marks a significant leap forward in humanness for robots. This emphasis on design is about efficiency and also about trust building and emotional link with users. As China is increasingly venturing into seeing AI as part of daily life, Guanghua number 1 heralds a future in which robots will not merely be tools, but companions, educators, and feeling responders in increasingly human ways. The emergence of Guanghua number 1 also hints at a cultural shift in China towards acceptance of robots as social partners, not only machines that help with tasks. In recent years, Chinese media and pop culture have been plugging emotionally intelligent robots, making their roles more humanized, from caregivers in dramas to AI companions in advertisements. It is already normalizing the notion of emotional bonding with machines. According to a 2023 survey by the China Internet Network Information Center, CNNIC, nearly 60% of urban Chinese citizens are open to the idea of emotional robots integrated into daily life. This increasing acceptance is reflective of a more general societal readiness for technologies like Guanghua number 1, which integrates emotion and function. As the idea of digital companionship becomes increasingly the norm, Guanghua No. 1 is not only at the forefront of innovation, but also cultural change. Soon it may be as valued emotionally, in fact, as it is valued today materially. The dancing humanoid. China's advancements in robotics continue to impress, and one standout example is the PM01 humanoid robot, developed by the Chinese company Engine AI. Unlike typical industrial or utility robots, PM01 is designed for expressive, artistic movement, particularly dance. Recently, it showcased an eye-catching performance executing complex choreographic routines with remarkable precision and fluidity. This performance not only highlighted the robot's technical capabilities, but also demonstrated the growing intersection between robotics, entertainment, and human-like expression. PM01 stands at 1.38 meters tall and weighs approximately 40 kilograms, featuring a robust aluminum exoskeleton that enhances both its maneuverability and stability. What makes it especially unique is its 24 degrees of freedom, which allow for smooth, dynamic movements across multiple axes. This flexibility enables the robot to perform intricate dance combinations, adapt to different rhythms, and even interact with a human dance partner, all in real time. These abilities are powered by advanced control algorithms and precise motor functions, allowing for highly synchronized and lifelike motions. It was during its public performances that PM01 managed to accomplish something other than just moving to music. The robot managed to move with the music. It managed to synchronize its gait and gestures to rhythm changes that it levied in real time, although a very high level of coordination was involved in doing it. Such perfection of harmony between motion and sound demonstrates the advanced level robotics has reached, not just in mimicking mechanical tasks, but even human creativity and artistic expression, thereby paving many new avenues for robots in the fields of entertainment, performance art, and even therapeutic movements. PM01 is just not an exciting novelty. It is bringing a realization of the very new orientation in humanoid robotics. It has stepped into the area of such expressive art as dancing, thus setting up new dimensions in the possibility of talent that robots can have. The performance establishes that rather than serving as functional tools, machines can be performers, collaborators, and cultural participants. As the Engine AI continues to refine the technology, PM01 continues laying the groundwork toward developing a new generation of robots built not to serve, but to inspire. Also, PM01's art performance was in tune with a larger cultural trend in China towards embracing technology as a medium for creative expression. In recent years, there has been an explosion of tech-augmented art exhibitions and performances across the country, including that of the AI plus Art show in the China Science and Technology Museum, where robots were painting, composing music, and performing with human artists. This is virtually creating new pathways for collaboration between science and arts as lines blur into each other. In the words of Professor Liu Xiaogang from the Central Academy of Fine Arts, robots like PM01 redefine art by creating a performer who interprets rhythm, space, and emotion through code. PM01 is not merely an engineering triumph, but part of an ever-growing narrative where machines will contribute meaningfully to cultural dialogue and public imagination. G1 and H1. The Chinese robotics company Unitree has once again captured the world's attention with its humanoid robots, G1 and H1, which recently showcased their talents in a public performance that blended technology with entertainment. The event took place at the start of 2025 in a bustling shopping mall in Hong Kong, where crowds gathered to watch the robots execute a synchronized dance routine. The performance wasn't just a spectacle, it was a demonstration of the impressive progress China has made in robotics and artificial intelligence, sparking international conversation about the future of human-machine interaction. G1 and H1 had previously gained recognition during a televised performance at the Chinese New Year Gala, where they wowed audiences with a traditional Chinese dance. These robots are powered by highly advanced AI algorithms and precision engineering, allowing them to move with remarkable fluidity and timing. Their ability to perform in perfect sync highlights the sophisticated level of coordination that modern robotics can now achieve, making them not only technical marvels, but also engaging performers. This would point towards a rising interest in embedding humanoid robots in daily life, bringing more than just an industrial or functional meaning. By introducing robots into the games and shows, Unitree is establishing human-robot interaction as an accepted means of integrating robots into educative, artistic, and, why not, cultural celebrations. These performances create a sense of connectivity between the audience and robots that builds the case for robots in society beyond labor from human connection experiences. Beyond the entertainment factor, G1 and H1 also serve as a platform for proving how AI and robotics can operate in dynamic, real-world environments, demonstrating their performance in public where lighting, sound, and audience behavior change requires a level of adaptability one would expect from any real-world application. The concert wasn't just a publicity stunt, it was a laboratory for how robots in the future could be integrated with humans in schools, hospitals, and social services. As Unitree continues to pursue the unimaginable, G1 and H1 robots remind us the future of robotics is about connection, not just utility. Beyond G1 and H1 offering shining synchronized dance and emotional expressions to the audience, China's robotics revolution is not limited to public entertainment. In fact, equally well-advanced machines are being quietly developed for an entirely different, yet equally life-changing mission right inside our homes. It may not be next-generation domestic robots getting all the limelight, but it is their precise, flexible, and increasingly autonomous behavior that is paving the way for a future in which intelligent machines are not just entertainers or caregivers, but family members. Robot appearances at the Chongqing Marathon. At the start of 2025, the city of Chongqing, one of China's largest and most vibrant urban centers, hosted a marathon that turned out to be far more than just a sporting event. In a surprising and futuristic twist, humanoid robots and intelligent robotic dogs appeared along the marathon route, captivating runners and spectators alike. Their presence added a unique technological flair to the event, showcasing China's latest robotics innovations and symbolizing the country's push to integrate advanced technologies into everyday experiences. These robotic participants were developed by leading Chinese robotics companies and were not simply placed for display. They actively moved and interacted, demonstrating their capabilities in a live, dynamic setting. The humanoid robots impressed onlookers with their lifelike movements and stability, while the robotic dogs navigated the terrain smoothly, proving their usefulness in real-world environments. This demonstration helped illustrate how robotics technology is no longer confined to labs or factories, but is now becoming part of public life. This inclusion of robots in such a high-profile public event signified, or exemplified, a step forward in the bigger aspirations of such an event in China's effort to normalize human-robot interaction. In a controlled testing ground of mass capture with very lively vigor, the marathon had added evidence to the performance and safety evaluations and social response testing. It further realized the major strategic goal of having robots gradually incorporated into cultural, social, and sporting events to showcase the global technological footprint of the country. But beyond the extraordinary, it was clear that the robot's presence at the Chongqing Marathon would set the tone for public events and smart cities in times to come. Innovating much to the essence of traditional experiences, such activity would add more fun just to be enjoyed, and come with new possible applications in crowd management, security, and even participant assistance. In the years ahead, if advancements in robots develop as they are today, we might see robots actively participating in some mega events across the globe, not just as gimmicks, but really as intelligent agents found in the skin of urban modern life. The Chongqing Marathon is a fine example of how the younger generations of China view robotics as something normal, even exciting, and part of their everyday lives. The social net was jumping with videos and notices about this event on portals like Weibo and Douyin, with hashtags such as #RobotMarathon trending. Many netizens expressed wonder and curiosity, while others jokingly mentioned something about wanting a robot buddy to run along with them. Digital enthusiasm such as this points to changing cultural attitudes toward responses to intelligent machines in public places, no longer fear but more fascination. In the words of Professor Zhao Ming, a sociologist at Fudan University, public engagement with robots in social events like this reflects growing trust in technology and a cultural readiness to share space and even moments with machines. Therefore, this marathon was not merely a showcase of robotics. It has a much deeper social experimentalized observation of future-changed humans and their increasingly intelligent counterparts. As robots begin to charm crowds at marathons and spark trends on social media, a quieter revolution is unfolding behind closed doors, where intelligent machines are stepping in to lend a hand with the everyday rhythms of home life. AI-powered domestic robots. China's rapid advancements in robotics have now extended into the heart of everyday life, our homes. The Chinese company iBot has recently released a video demonstrating the latest capabilities of its AI-powered domestic humanoid robots, showing them performing a variety of household tasks with impressive precision. These robots are designed to function seamlessly in human environments, handling chores like making sandwiches, cleaning, doing laundry, and assisting with routine household maintenance. Their anthropomorphic design allows them to interact naturally with spaces built for people, making them highly functional in domestic settings. Presently, what differentiates iBot's robots from the others is their ability to learn and adapt through artificial intelligence. These are robots that are not restricted to carrying out movements that have been pre-programmed into them. These can analyze tasks, adapt to new circumstances, and improve their performance over time. They are broad-ranging assistants who can work on simple manipulation tasks, or the more multi-step and more complex operations. Meals can be prepared, and rooms organized by these robots, demonstrating a certain independence that has begun taking the country closer to real home automation. AI integration also ensures that these robots can operate within an extremely cluttered environment, making their movement safe and effective. They are capable of knowing what the objects are, surrounding themselves with the object, and base decisions on the real-time data that enables them to carry out the task efficiently without interruption or destruction. That is to say, these are no longer just tools. They are, in fact, intelligent partners in the administration of everyday life. Beyond that, they can find applications very well in things away from home, such as education, hospitality, and even in healthcare, where they can help with routine tasks as well as individual needs of users. iBot's robots are domestic robots. They are bound to be the kickoff point for the use of robotics in society. If machines can complete tasks that must be done to save as much time and energy as possible without too much human manipulation, the possibilities that can then be opened up to saving time and life can become endless. This kind of technology is also the dream of China concerning the superiority it senses that it has in AI and robotics. An entirely different era opens new doors, not only in terms of speech assistants and connected devices, but also in robotic helpers around the home, ready to get the job done. What do you think? Are we witnessing the future of security or just the beginning of something much bigger? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And if you're curious about where this robotic revolution might go next, check out the next video on your screen now. You won't want to miss it.